To hear kind of advice to students, to entrepreneurs, to thought leaders, to even business professionals out there. So what would be your kind of final words of advice to UCR students or people looking for jobs?
I think that the best way I look at it is I'll talk to different types of people. I'll talk to people who are kind of just starting out. I think that the best way to understand how to kind of grasp a job or reach out to different companies or recruiters is to first be in the position where you're kind of a sponge. Learn as much as you can. Start to understand what exactly is happening in the industry. Where's the market going to? What exactly is a job? What skills are needed? Start to ask questions that maybe you're thinking of and get the answers to them through Google, through reaching out to different people. And kind of once you're at the stage where you've kind of understood how to interact with these people, then I think that the main thing is to just have consistency. I think a lot of you can even, and this goes to entrepreneurs, this goes to job seekers, this goes to anyone. A lot of the success that people have comes from having a lot of consistency, having being able to just be so focused on, I'm going to achieve this amount of goals or achieve maybe send out this many job applications per day, reaching their goals. And I think that having that consistent mindset and being able to think in kind of a growth mindset really, really helps, and is also really good for kind of having a positive attitude and really kind of excelling as you're taking on your first job, or maybe your maybe your next adventure. So yeah, I think that's just my key takeaway. What about you? I want to hear your takeaway as well. Having been in school as an undergrad, now an MBA intern at Esri, what do you say to students as well?
I mean, my biggest thing that I say to students is it's okay to feel lost, for example. So a lot of people they think that they need to have this perfect plan. My advice to students is pick something you're interested in and pursue that as far as you can, because it's going to change very quickly. Right. But to tie on to that, my whole my motto, what I say all the time is your ambitions can be whatever they want to be, but your actions have to actually match your ambitions. Right. If they don't match your ambitions, then at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything. Your ambitions are just ambitions. So no matter what you're trying to do, if you do strive to work at a Google or a huge tech, like a consulting firm like BCG or Deloitte, or if you're trying to work for a small business, your ambitions are in different levels. But be real with your ambitions and understand that takes a lot more action, for example, Google, than it would take for getting a job at a small business. So be real with yourself, but don't feel like you need to have a perfect plan, because that's where it gets tricky. A lot of students are like, oh, I want to go to this university, and then I'm going to do exactly these things, and I'm going to get exactly this job. That's not how the real world works. As we talked about, it's more competitive. There's all these things, and don't get discouraged. So at the end of the day, if you're trying to go for this job, but you don't get it, well, now get what job you can get and build the stepping stones to get to where you want to be. So there's always a pathway, in my opinion, but it's about how much work you're willing to put into it and how much you really strive to do.
Yeah, I think it's being able to pivot and stuff like that. Because you always have that proposal that we were talking about, but everything shifts, and being able to pivot and strongly stride in the right direction. I think that yeah, that's a great quality as well. So yeah, awesome.
So yeah.